Hi everyone, welcome to your practice. Another short practice in the waking up series. Of course, waking up can mean waking up or reawakening any time of day. This will be the first video outside, so we'll see how the ambient noise supports us in the practice. But if you haven't already, just go ahead and create some space, set out your mat, make sure that you've got room to move and stretch. We're going to stay a little closer to the floor for this particular practice, but you don't need any special props. So go ahead and take a minute, set up your space, make sure you're comfortable, and we'll get started. So go ahead and lower your body comfortably onto the mat. If there are no issues or vulnerabilities in the lower back, feel free to extend the legs in a Shavasana-like position. If any tenderness in the low back, keep the knees bent and the feet wide and allow the knees to fall in toward one another in constructive rest. But as you find your way onto your back, a gentle press into the back of the head and the tops of the shoulders to snuggle the shoulder blades together. And if it's comfortable for the shoulders and the elbows, rest your palms to your low belly. Close your eyes if you haven't already, and keeping the head heavy, a few rocks of the head right to left, across the back of the skull, right to left. A little massage there for the back of the head. And then return the head to the center and begin to connect with your breath. Feeling where the inhale gently expands the body. And feeling the ease and softness that comes with each exhale. And part the lips and take a gentle sigh whenever you feel you might need to. A natural way to soften the diaphragm and make more space for big, deep breaths. As your mind's eye becomes more connected to the rise and fall of the breath, can you now imagine as if the breath is expanding the body in all four directions, front, back, and sides? As if each inhale and exhale is a gentle pulse of breath moving the body out, expanding the body out in all directions. And each exhale a softening in from all directions. Maybe beginning to feel the breath a bit more fulfilling and easy. And in that place, 2 or 3 more big deep breaths. Great. At the end of your next exhale, reach those arms up overhead and start a nice sweet stretch through the entirety of the body. Maybe reaching your right fingertips and left higher than one another, starting to wake up the sides of the body a little bit, pointing and flexing through the feet in any way that feels natural and fun. And then find a place in the center, spread your wings, arms at shoulder height, palms facing up, and bend your knees to place your feet flat to the mat if they're not already. Separate the feet a bit from one another and windshield wiper the legs right and left, right and left. The toes and the feet stay relaxed as the body begins to move. Beginning to ease out through the spine a bit, through the low belly and the pelvic region where our rooting down into this life originates. Beautiful. A few more rocks right and left here, finding your own rhythm, your own way. And come on back to the center. Hug both knees into the chest and keep that right and left action just rocking across the spine now. Shoulders and head and neck and throat stay relaxed, heavy on the ground. Come on back to the center. Drop your left foot, cross your right ankle over the top of the left thigh, and push with your right hand against the right inner thigh or inner knee toward the front of your mat. Stay here and enjoy a few breaths, or thread the right arm between the legs left around the outer edge of the left thigh and use the strength of the arms to pull the left thigh up and in toward the chest. Any little small movements throughout the practice in any position are welcome. Staying alive and engaged in the conversation you're creating with your body and your breath. Good. One more nice big deep breath here, maybe even feeling the body expanding in all directions every time you breathe. Set the left foot down, hug the right knee into the chest once again. Take a hold of the back of that leg and send the toes high. Point and flex through the right foot a few times, circling through the ankle one direction and the other direction. Great. Hug that knee into the chest one last time. As you exhale, lift the forehead toward the right knee. And as you inhale, just lengthen down. Put that right foot down. Separate your feet nice and wide. Spread your wings with your palms facing up and let the knees fall right and left once again. Some nice, easy motions, movements, allowing the body to respond to the suggestions rather than trying too hard to create. Good. Come on back to the center. Hug both knees into the chest once again. Keep that right and left action rolling across the spine. Head and shoulders relaxed. And come on back to the center. Drop the right foot to the mat. Cross your left ankle over the top of the right thigh and a gentle push with the left hand. Stay here and enjoy a few breaths, or thread the left arm through the legs, right arm around the outside of the right thigh, and a gentle pull of this figure four position, Sukhasana. Again, keeping the throat and the forehead relaxed as you drink in a few deep breaths, fueling yourself for your day or the rest of the day. And any small intuitive movements to help you find the right places to work throughout your practice. One more big deep breath here. And set the right foot down, hug the left knee into the chest, take a hold of the back of the leg and send the toes high. Point and flex through the left foot. And a circling of the ankle one direction and the other direction. Hug the left knee into the chest, and as you exhale, lift the forehead toward the knee. Inhale, lengthen everything down again, and hug both knees into the chest. One more little rock right to left, easing through the spine. Come on back to the center. Same movement with the head. As you exhale, lift the forehead toward the knees, stretch across the back. Inhaling to lengthen everything down, relax the shoulders and the head. Exhale, lift the forehead toward the knees, squeeze in tight with the belly. Exhale, gently lower everything down. One last time. Exhale, draw everything into the center. Pause here and keep breathing. Either get a little gentle gentle rock front and back, or if any issues with the spine, just roll to one side. Get enough momentum here, rolling front to back, a little massage along the spine to arrive in Sukhasana, easy pose, a gentle cross-legged position. Both hands to each knee and sit up really nice and tall. Tips of the ears floating toward the heavens and reconnecting with the breath for a moment here. 2 big deep breaths. Feeling the body expanding front, back, and sides. And then tuck the chin to the chest. Dive the forehead toward the mat, and then like a turtle coming out of its shell, just glide forward and up, creating a wave with the spine. Tuck the chin. Dive the head down to the mat. Come on out of your shell and rise on up a few more times like this. As you get the hang of it, perhaps exhaling as you curl and dive forward and inhaling to bring you back up. Follow the rhythm of your breath if you're able. Starting to feel maybe the breath like the music to your movement. 1 or 2 big waves more, and then just sit tall. Right hand to your left knee, left hand to the mat behind you. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, spin the rib cage open toward the left. And take another nice big inhale and exhale here, feeling a gentle spiral from the tailbone to the top of the head. And if you don't feel it, just imagining. Great. Look forward. Keep your right hand there. Extend the left arm to the left. Palm faces up and over you come for a gentle side stretch. Look up underneath that left arm if you wish. But if the breath catches, no need. Just look forward or even down in front of you to your mat. And see if for a breath or two you can feel the body just pulsing out, expanding out, and softening in. Great. Come on back to the center, one hand to each knee, sit tall. And as you exhale, left hand to right knee, right hand to the mat behind you. Inhale, tips of the ears toward the heavens. Exhale, rib cage spirals open to the right. Again, perhaps imagining a gentle spiral from the tip of the tailbone to the top of the head. Even if you feel the twist significantly in some other muscle or area of the body. Working with the imagination a little bit here. Another nice deep breath. And look forward, extend the right arm out, palm faces up and over you go. A gentle pressing down with that left hand to keep your seat stable. And perhaps a gaze up under the right arm and a big deep breath through the right side of the ribcage. Good. Inhale brings you up. One hand to each knee, one big deep breath. And then crawl your way forward to your hands and your knees, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and always an invitation to wag your tail anytime you land here on all fours. Good. Big toes together, knees wide, child's pose. Sit the hips back, lengthen through the spine, and walk the fingertips forward, maybe resting the forehead down to the mat. And here again, returning as quickly as you can to that big Deep, full breath, giving a little direction to the expansion of the breath. Each inhale, feeling the spine growing a little longer. Each exhale, hips a little heavier toward the heels. At the end of your next exhale, step the hands back one paw print, and then lift the right hand and glide it underneath your left arm, bringing the right shoulder and the side of the head down to the mat. Do your best to keep your hips heavy. You can push gently into that left hand to assist you in the twist, or just let everything be relaxed for a breath or two. Come on back to the center, both hands side by side. A little offering forward of the chest and a gentle cat-like position, pushing down and forward with the hands and curling through the upper back. Inhale, offer the heart forward between the upper arms. Arms are straight, hips are still steady. Exhale, a gentle rounding. A little variation on cat and cow here. Inhale, offer that chest forward and up, arms straight, 10 fingers wide. Exhale, a gentle rounding and spreading between the shoulder blades. Great. Come on back to the center. Lift your left hand and glide it underneath the right arm. Left shoulder and the side of the head coming to the ground. Again, option to press a little bit through the right hand, or just let everything relax and tumble toward the ground, finding your breath. Gently return to the center and glide forward to your hands and your knees, stepping the knees hip width distance apart. Separate the feet, tuck your toes, send the hips back, press down and forward with the hands, downward facing dog. Auda Mukashvanasana. I encourage you to keep your knees nice and bent here as the center of the chest melts toward the thighs. Press down and forward with the hands, arms steady and strong, and the tailbone reaching up, floating up on a diagonal behind you. Pedal through the feet, right and left, bending one knee at a time. Right and left and right and left. Turning to find some ease and life into the legs. But here, really focusing on the length and spaciousness of the spine. Come on back to the center. Pause for 2 deep breaths in downward facing dog, feeling the body expanding in all directions. On an exhale, gently lower the knees to the mat and untuck the toes. Staying in this kneeling position, just walk the hands back and come on up to a kneeling position, hands on the hips. Step that right foot out to the right, almost toppled over there. Foot flat to the floor if possible. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, right hand to the outer edge of the right leg, sweeping up and over toward the right. Draw the belly gently in, glide the hips forward in space, and have a deep breath. And creating a little dance here. Inhale to the top. As you exhale, cartwheel the left hand to the mat. Sweep the right arm up and over, a modified side plank, but take the opportunity to spin the chest up toward the sky if you can. Good. Inhale back to the top, and as you exhale, bend your right knee. Take the right arm to the top of the right thigh and sweep the left arm up overhead. Another nice deep breath here, putting these two postures together. Inhale, straighten the leg, come up to the top. Exhale, left hand cartwheels down, chest lifts, open the throat. Inhale to the top. Exhale, bend the right knee, arm to thigh, up and over you go. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. One more time like that. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Great. Walk the hands around to the front. Bring that right knee in to join the left. And any intuitive movements here, circling head, hips, anything that just feels freeing and good for the body. And then when you're ready, come on back to the center. Walk those hands back again. Come on up to a kneeling position and step the left foot out to the left. Same thing on this side. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Paringasana, gate pose first. Left hand to the outer edge of the left leg and up and over you go. Gliding the hips forward gently in space. And a big deep breath through the right side of the rib cage. Inhale to the top. Exhale, cartwheel the right hand down to the mat. Send the left arm up overhead and see if you can't experiment with spinning the chest open to the sky above you or the ceiling or whatever might be above you. Good. Inhale back to the top. As you exhale, bend into the left knee, left elbow to the top of the left thigh, and up and over you go with the right arm. Creating a little dance between these two positions. Inhale, straighten the left leg, reach up above. Exhale, cartwheel the right hand down and lift the chest up toward the heavens. Inhale to the top. Exhale, fold in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once again, inhale. Feel the body really soft and supple as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautifully done. Crawl those hands around to the front. Bring that left knee in and set yourself free once again. Come on back to the center. Tuck the toes, send your hips back, press down and forward with the hands, downward facing dog, Auda Mukashvanasana. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, look between the hands and walk your feet forward to Uttanasana at the top of the mat. Separate your feet hip-width distance apart. Soften the knees and feel the spine just falling and tumbling, pouring over the steadiness of the legs. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Bend the knees, hands to the hips, and lead with your heart as you inhale to stand all the way up. Exhale the arms by the sides. One of my favorite morning dances. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Exhale, fold at the hips, Uttanasana. And inhale, right arm lifts, left knee bends. Exhale, touchdown. Inhale, left arm lifts, right knee bends. Exhale, touchdown. Inhale, rise to stand all the way up. Exhale the arms by the sides twice more. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Stretch up, reach up. Exhale, fold. Relax the head and the neck. Inhale, right arm lift. Exhale, touchdown. Inhale, left arm lift. Exhale, touchdown, relax the head. Inhale, rise to stand. Try to lead with your heart every time you stand. Exhale, arms by the sides. One last time. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, touchdown. Relax the head, the neck. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, touchdown, relax. Pause here for another deep breath. And again, imagining the spine like a waterfall just pouring over, washing away anything you don't need to carry forward. Heel toe those feet together. Inhale, lengthen halfway, tailbone to the top of the head, and a big step back with the right leg for a low lunge. Lower the knee, untuck the toes, lift the chest forward as the hips sink down. Breathing in here, hips are the anchor, heart is the helium balloon. Tuck those right toes, straighten your back leg, press into your right hand, and open the left arm toward the sky, reaching into a simple twist. Drink in a few deep breaths here, hips lower in space, right heel reaches back, left knee drawing in toward the center, and the chest spinning up. And touch the left hand down, lengthen through that left leg any amount, both legs reaching towards straight. And then bend the left knee, plant the palms, and sweep that left leg all the way up and back for a down dog split. Bend the left knee, heel falls toward the bum. Open the knee up toward the sky as you press down and forward with the hands. One more nice big deep breath here. Opening through the body, filling yourself with breath for the day, the afternoon or evening. Inhale, lengthen the left leg high to the sky. Look to the hands and land it outside your left hand. Krishnasana, lower the knee to the ground, untuck those back toes, and just offer the heart forward gently here. Feel free to spin those left toes out to the left. Step the right hand a little bit farther forward, and lengthening through the right leg, see if you can begin to lower the right hip toward the mat. Just finding any gentle rocking right to left here, right to left. Doesn't have to be difficult or advanced to get into the most intimate places in the body, so enjoy with some deep breaths. Encourage some opening through those hips. Be a little smile on the face. Great. Come on back to the center. Spin those left toes in, tuck the right toes under, and a big step forward, right foot outside the right hand for Malasana. Inhale, spin both toes out toward the edges of the mat and sit the hips down for a Yogi Squat. Elbows inside the knees, palms together, and a gentle lift of the chest. Imagine the tailbone lengthening toward the mat, belly drawing gently up and in, and the head just floating. Touch the fingertips down, keep the feet as they are, lengthen through the legs. Heel toe those feet back together, Uttanasana at the top of your mat. Relax the head and the neck. Inhale, lengthen the spine, tailbone to top of head. Exhale, a big step back with the left leg, low lunge. Lower the knee, untuck the toes, press into the fingertips, and lift the chest as the hips sink. A big deep breath in, expanding in all four directions. Lift the heart gently, hips anchor down. Tuck the back toes, straighten your left leg, plant the left palm, and open the right arm high. Lower the hips toward the mat gently as you press back with that left heel. Right knee drawing toward the midline. Use the left hand to encourage the rib cage open, face soft, neck soft. Touch the right hand down and straighten that right leg any amount. Both legs working in the direction of long. And then soften the right knee, plant the palms, and sweep the right leg all the way up and back. Down dog, splits, bend the knee, heel toward the bum. Press down and forward with the hands and open the hips. Enjoy a big deep breath or two here. Opening, finding space, reaching up toward the heavens with that right knee. Then inhale, lengthen the right leg up above. Exhale, look to the hands and land your right foot outside your right hand. Lower the back knee, lift the chest as the hips glide forward and down. Untuck those back toes. Turn the right toes 45 degrees to the right. Step forward with your left hand, and then just start to find a little rock right to left, right to left. Not necessarily a classical posture here, but feels oh so good. Hips, of course, life's saddlebags, the place where we often store undigested experiences. So be patient, be kind, breathe, and enjoy all those gooey, wonderful sensations. And then gently come on back to the center. Spin those toes a little bit forward. Tuck the back toes, lengthen the back knee, and a big step forward with the left foot outside the left hand. Malasana once again. Toes at a 45-degree angle, hips sink toward the heels. Elbows inside the knees and palms come together. A gentle lifting of the chest. Stay here and enjoy 2 or 3 more big deep breaths, or extend that left arm in front of the left leg and reach the right arm high just for a breath. And then come on back to the center. Inhale to find length, then move to the other side. Right arm in front of the right shin, left arm lifts. And then come on back to the center. Beautiful. Touch those fingertips down, lengthen the legs, keeping the feet exactly as they are. Heel toe the feet back toward the center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the palms, downward facing dog. Just walk the feet gently back, finding your nice, long, spacious V position. Glide forward to a high push-up position and pause here for a moment. High plank, everyone's favorite. Gaze toward the front edge of the mat. And as the body makes this stronger coordinated effort, can you still find a big deep breath or two, expanding the body in all directions? Just connecting with our ability to stick with the breath even as life gets a bit more challenging. And then lower the knees or not. Come on all the way down to your belly for Sphinx pose. Extend the legs out behind you one at a time. Prop yourself up on your elbows, elbows under the shoulders, 10 fingers spread wide. Reach the toes back behind you. Lift the belly button away from the mat. Press into the forearms and glide the chest forward. Your eyes can lift, but if your forehead lifts when they do, relax your forehead and just look in front of you. Keep pressing down into the mat and gliding the heart gently forward. One more big deep breath in here. And as you breathe out, glide the chest to the mat, both hands under the shoulders. Extend the right arm out to the right, palm facing down at shoulder height, and roll on over to that right side for a little shoulder stretch, opening through the chest. You can bend the left knee, placing the left foot down to the floor behind your right leg. Just to get a little more opening, a little more weight and gravity, helping and encouraging that right shoulder to open. A gentle roll back onto the belly. Extend both legs behind you, both palms under the shoulders. Bojangasana. Inhale, lift the chest forward and up. Elbows stay close to the rib cage. Exhale, gentle lower down. Twice more like that. Inhale, Bojangasana. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, Bojangasana. Exhale, lower down. Maybe a little cameo from one of the stray cats here. Extend that left arm out to the left shoulder height, palm down, and roll onto the left side of the body. Head stays relaxed. Maybe bending the right knee to place the foot behind the left leg. Keep those left fingers gently active behind you as you let the body fall open. Wherever you are, can you return to that nice full breath? Even when life is a little sideways and twisted, can you let yourself expand in all directions as you inhale? And can you let yourself receive from all directions as you exhale? Great. One more time onto the belly. Both palms under the shoulders. Bojangasana. Just once. Inhale. Offer the heart forward and up. Pause here. Breathe in again here at the top, steady and certain, but soft and receptive. Exhale, lower down, child's pose. Send those hips back, spread the knees. Hips sit back first, and then spine elongates in front. The forehead perhaps finding its way to the mat. And the attention directly moving over the experience of your breath. Evening out the breath in whatever way you need, whether it's a sigh, a bigger inhale, a longer exhale. And for another breath or two here in child's pose, see if you can imagine the torso pulsing and expanding out with each inhale in all four directions. And softening in and seeing life from all perspectives as you exhale. Beautifully done. Walk those hands back to bring yourself to a kneeling position and just find your way once again to Sukhasana, any comfortable seat. If you prefer to lay down to finish the practice, please feel free. Otherwise, finding Sukhasana, feeling the hips and the tailbone lengthening toward the ground beneath you, hands to either knee, in the lap, or anywhere that feels comfortable, and the head and the tips of the ears just floating up. Close your eyes one last time if they're not already. Imagine the spine long and soft at the same time. And one last time for a few big, deep breaths. Imagine the body expanding in all four directions. Every time you fill up, you drink in, you inspire yourself. And softening in, surrendering in, letting all edges of the body soften every time you exhale. Feel free to stay where you are or carry the palms together in Anjali Mudra in front of the chest. A gesture of gratitude, a gesture of bringing things together, finding connection. One more big deep inhale. And a complete, patient exhale. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Namaste.